Hello, my name is Nisha, and today's video will feature how I hard press my hair. I do like to use fine tooth rat tail comb when I hard press my hair. My favorite is the Hairsense comb with the metal rat tail. I recently bought all of the Charlene combs either late last year or the beginning of this year, and I'm really liking them. So I have their 244 comb with the pintail, the metal pintail. And then I have a standard fine tooth rat tail comb, and all of these I'll put the full versions and the links in the description. As far as pressing my hair, I am loving the H2 Pro Legend flat irons. These two flat irons are exactly the same in terms of performance and product number. The only difference is one has white plates, the other has black plates, but they both work great. And I actually plan on getting a backup of each one of these. They're just pretty expensive. They're a regular price $600, and I can usually find them on sale for under $300 or $200. So when they go on sale again, I see a really good sale maybe around Black Friday. I'll plan on getting backups of these because I really do love these. And the FHI Runway was my favorite flat iron for well over a decade. I started using that flat iron in the mid 2000s, like the mid Y2K decade. And both of my flat irons still work great. The one that I got around 2007 still works great. The one that I got around 2013 still works great. But these to me are an upgrade to the FHI Runways, which are no longer produced. And I also prefer to use ceramic flat irons to titanium flat irons because at any given time I can choose to press my hair pretty regularly. Sometimes I wear my hair straight all year long, and I find that ceramic is a lot more forgiving than metal, titanium, hot combs, titanium flat irons, things like that. And so I am loving these. I'm going to use the ones with the black plates. Anytime you get a flat iron with white plates, they kind of discolor over a couple of years. Not too bad, but they still discolor. So I'm probably going to primarily use the black plate one, but I do love these. They work exactly the same. Has a little beep when you plug it in. Another beep when you turn on. And I do hard presses at 450. Yes, I can do just over 400 and get pretty good results, but I have not hard pressed my hair since Christmas, and I need a pretty good cut, trim, whatever label you want to use that describes me pulling or taking hair off my ends and cleaning them up. That is what I will be doing today. I plan on cutting anywhere between 2 and 4 inches when I trim my hair in a few days. I think today's Saturday. I may trim my hair on Monday. I like to trim my hair when the seasons change. Like a farmer, according to the seasons. It's a good way for me to keep track, and it's usually like a superstition that, you know, you trim your hair when the moon is growing, waxing instead of waning, that it promotes hair growth. So I'm going to put a little extra on my perimeter. And the more I smell it, the more I like it. A lot of times I don't really like candy, sugary smells. It reminds me of all the things I wore in junior high, particularly Calgon. But this just reminds me of gummy bears, and I like it. I could still feel a little bit of extra product from last night, so I didn't really have to put it on the perimeter, but I like my perimeter to be a little sleeker than the rest, so. Especially if I'm going for a hard press. And I mentioned before, but I'm not sure if I'm going to edit out that footage. But I know there are some people who aren't really big fans of heavy product when silk pressing their hair, but my hair is thick enough to handle their product, and this product will absorb into my strands very well, even if I am heavy-handed. So I don't mind being heavy-handed, especially since I live in a southern state, and the humidity can kick up at any time. My presses do last the full 3 up to 6 weeks. Normally, I only have to press my hair out because my roots are showing like the new growth or whatever. I rarely have to press my hair or redo my hair because it is reburbing. Rarely. Now, when I still lived in California, I could press my hair in the 300 range as low as 325 and hold a press. usually as high as 390 in holder press. But when I moved to a humid climate, that temperature just did not last as well. So I go over 400 when I press my hair in any humid climate. And I want to have like a sleek hard press. So the temperature does matter on the climate that I'm in. Now I am old school. I do tap my roots first and then run the flat iron down. Now that is not because I have to do that to get my hair straight. My hair will be straight without me tapping the roots. My hair will also get straight with just one pass. My hair will also get straight with just using a flat iron, no chase method. But I still like to do things the old school way, because it works. It works. And I'm of the mindset that if you can get your hair to look good with cheap products, if you can get your hair to look good with the old school way, when new stuff comes out, one, you don't have to spend $300, $400, $500 on a flat iron. That old school Remington or Conair will still work for you. And then two, you just have more tools in your arsenal to get the looks that you're after. I do always fill my hair for erosion and single strand knots. Cut that off on site. Cut that off immediately when I fill it. And that's one of the reasons why, even though sometimes you see my hair is uneven, it's rarely unhealthy. It's rarely like breaking off and all of that stuff, because I will cut damage off as soon as I have any indicator of it. I don't really give it a lot of time to take root and begin to flourish, if that makes sense. So that's why sometimes if I haven't trimmed my hair, had a real haircut, like I haven't had a real haircut since December, but I'm not really worried about that, because one, I'm cleaning up my inside, and two, any splits or knots or damage that would have like caused damage to rise up my hair, that was cut off. That was cut off and caught within a month, each month, when I did my dustings or whatever. So that gives me freedom to give myself a quality haircut this week without worrying that I'm gonna have a bunch of damage. Now, I may have like uneven pieces, but contrary to a lot of the narratives in hair care spaces, just because hair is uneven does not mean it's unhealthy. Just assessing it helps me get ahead of damage. And there you go. My hair was really detangled last night and stretched well last night, so unlike when I do a soft press, this will go faster than me having to detangle each section as I go. This will be faster. Favorite hair song when I'm doing my hair is Cloud 9 by Donnie. I was in high school when Brown Sugar came out, and there was a scene of them in the kitchen, and that song was playing. I was like, I love that song. And I went home back in the days of LimeWire and Kazaa, and I downloaded it, and I loved it. I loved it. Right after I downloaded and heard it, I went ahead and bought the CD, and to this day, Donnie is my favorite neo soul artist. The colored section, the daily news, love those, love those CDs. But there are a lot of songs that remind me of doing my hair, so I just put on my hair playlist with songs that feature hair in one way or another. Girl, Let Your Hair Down, I Am Not My Hair, all those songs. Hair by Shaka Khan. I'll feature a playlist like that, or just let my iTunes play on shuffle. And I do take the flat iron all the way up to my scalp A lot of people might be afraid of burning your scalp, and you can't actually burn your scalp that way, but I've just been pressing my hair so long that I don't really burn myself. Even when I put the plastic right up to my scalp, like the little bit of a lip right there, it'll protect my scalp. So, but that's just years of use and comfort that allows me to do that. It is possible to burn your scalp that way, but I rarely burn myself. Pretty much never burn myself these days. Anytime I see a knot, take it off on sight. Anytime I feel a knot, cut it off on sight. Some hair got caught on this one, and this is really the main reason why I like to search and destroy, because hair that has a split forming, those are the hairs that other hairs can wrap around. Those are the other hairs that other hairs can attach to. So that one actually leaving a knot, that's smoothed right out. And when I smooth through my hair and then I pull it out, I just like hair that kind of got wrapped around another hair, so I do feel some texture there. But then when I smooth it slower, I'm realizing that isn't a knot or erosion, so I can just keep going. And notice, even if my hair is fully detangled, I'm still really gentle with it. I still do the picking method, even if my hair is detangled. It's just a habit. So the Charlene comb works, but I can feel it's a little looser, like the pintail may come out. The Hairsense is the sturdier comb, it's the higher quality comb. And I feel the hair getting hot now. For some reason, the first time I used this flat iron, I did not think that my hair was holding on to the heat, but I definitely can feel it now. That my hair is still hot, like right after I did the pass, so that was just a first time fluke. I definitely feel the heat now, but it's still a fantastic flat iron. And in a lot of my passes, you will see that I kind of flick my wrist, because that just gives an extra layer of tension when I'm pulling the hair straight, so that my press will last. I do like the Charlene comb, I just like the Hairsense comb better. I believe that then when the pintail falls out of this one, the Hairsense one will still be sturdy and functioning like new. But this is still a good comb. If I have erosion in my hair, I'll feel it. If I have knots in my hair, I'll feel it. That's why I'm always feeling my hair when I comb it, because you can feel damage. I can feel damage. Let me say that. I can feel damage before I see it most of the time. See, and this is why I feel each strand, each section, because this single strand knot is way up here. I wouldn't get that pulling my hair out for a cut, and I certainly wouldn't get that during the perimeter. That's why I'm always feeling my hair, because a single strand knot can get up close, up near the top of the strand. It's not always near the bottom. And again, the middle of my hair, the middle sections of my hair are where my hair rubs against things the most, and you know that can yield knots. So I'm always feeling. And I'll usually have most knots, most split ends, like right in that middle because of that friction. Alright, so my plans for today were shifted 1 hour up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use one of my hair sticks to tie my hair up, and then I'll finish straightening it when I get back home. Alright, so I want my hair to be in like a loose bun situation, and so I'm just going to twist this up I'm just gonna utilize the twists that were on my hair last night for today's style. No twists left behind. No manipulation wasted. And I have my hair stick from Opium Nature. These are expensive. The 9-inch ones are expensive, but I love these and they wear well. I just find these hair sticks exceptionally beautiful, and I'm a petite little pretty woman, and I am going to admit that I do keep my hair sticks on deck, not just as a pretty hair accessory, but for self-defense when I'm out and about. Holding pretty well, but I'm still going to take some bobby pins in my purse to just in case I need to give it a little extra security, but it's pretty secure with just the hair stick. Now the vertical part that you can see towards the top of my hair almost looks like a permanent part, but it isn't one. That is just where I had my hair pulled apart during Bantu knots the weeks before. So I just split the screen here, and then the video to the left is my hair 3 days later after I've had a chance to wrap it to the left and wrap it to the right, and you can't even see that part that looks thin or looks like an extra wide part or a permanent part there, because it's not actually a permanent part. That was just temporarily looking that way because it was right after I had stopped using that particular part. So I don't want you to think that that's any thinning or anything like that, because it isn't. Parts like that always go away after a few days, just as long as I switch up how I wrap my hair or how I part, then they'll just go away naturally. Now I only comb through my hair this much if my hair is straight. If my hair is stretched or natural, it does not need this much comb through. And the thought I'm just smoking because I have some product kind of caking up right here on the side. Let me wipe that off and then continue just pressing. Before, I can be kind of heavy-handed when it comes to using product. So sometimes it just gets on the side of my flat irons, and that's alright. I'll fully clean it once I finish straightening my hair, but that's all that is. Just a little product caked up on there from the serum, because I put quite a bit on my hair to make sure it's smooth and make sure my pressure lasts. Coarse. I know a lot of people have really fine edges. My finest hair is actually at my nape. My edges are coarse. the front of my hair better. So a lot of times I'll need to smooth it extra like blindly, just because I can see it better. And so a lot of times like just one full swipe is enough. And my edges are a little thin in the front from years of wearing braids when I was younger, but they're still there. They're just a little thinner on this side because I used to wear like a part right here and then I'm pulled back, and so they're a little thinner, but they're definitely still there. But I know where that thinness comes from, and most of the time it still looks fine, especially once my hair is styled. This doesn't look, you know, bad, but I can tell it's thinner than the rest of my hair. And my edges, even my finest, thinnest edges, are all still at least an inch long. So I don't need like a special pencil flat iron or a hot comb to get them pin straight. So the front of my hair is actually the easiest part to straighten. The middle from like here to here is the most challenging part to press, just because it's really thick and it gets the most friction. So a lot of times I end up cutting the most hair from that section when I trim, but you'll see when I trim in a few days. I'll be trimming tomorrow or the day after. And when I do a tap at the roots of the front, it's not because I need it. It's just habit. I can get my hair straight without tapping the roots or with tapping the roots, but a lot of times I just like to flatten tap my roots, because that's new hair. Like, that's brand new hair that's never usually been pressed or only been pressed a few times compared to the rest of my hair. So tapping the roots gives it a little that extra sleekness. Feel split ends, not just single strand knots. So like if my hair feels like silky smooth, free side of my hair down, and then I feel like a deviation. Sometimes I'll look at it and I'll know it's not like it might not be splitting yet, but it might be like a crinkle or splitting is forming or something, and I'll just cut that off. I know it's a popular practice to press the hair in the direction that you know you're going to wear it, but I find as long as I get my roots very straight, it doesn't matter if I make my part to the right, to the left, to the middle, or curved, then it'll still part and style pretty easily. But that's just because I do press like right at my root. So I don't really have a lot of issues changing up my parts when I hard press my hair. But I do know some people are really particular about pressing in the direction, but I press in pretty thin lines, and I don't have a ton of issue adding side part, middle part, diagonal parts, etc. to my press. Not to say that it's a bad practice to press in the direction that you want to wear your hair, but I'm able to part my hair no matter what direction I press in. But I just want you to see I'm getting this flat iron right to my scalp without burning myself. It's just a habit from pressing my own hair and not being afraid of heat for so many years. That root is straight. No wave, no nothing. And so I don't have any issues parting it. If I wanted to add a diagonal, it would part fine. If I wanted to add a curve, it would part fine. But that's because this is completely straight. There is no wave. There is no lip, because I'm worried about burning myself. Burnt myself plenty of times in the learning phase. I'm good now. straightens out just as well without the chase method on my hair. I just, you know, like the chase method. And my hair is straight enough for a fine tooth comb to pass through before I put the flat iron on it. Then it's straight enough and separated enough to flat iron smoothly with or without the chase method. Again, the chase method is just a nice method to use, but I'm not required to use it to get the section as sleek and straight and detangled as I like. And these roots, super straight, super straight. Show you how easily my hair parts no matter what direction I press it in, because it's because my roots are super straight. That parting bit in whatever direction I want will lay. Now if my roots were not super straight, this would work. I would have to wear wherever side I parted the hair to. But because my roots are super straight, parts easily. Let me show you a curved part. I love rat tail combs, man. I'm not about to wear any part right now. I'm just showing the example. My hair is super sleek. And it's gonna get cleaner. Like, cause I do have like quite a bit of serum on it, but my hair's gonna absorb that over the next few days and be even lighter. In 2 or 3 days when I cut it. So I am still gonna do my haircut. Oh, this is how much hair I lost during the flat iron stage. And let me just add the hair I lost with the wash to that. What I'll do with that hair. Oh, right here. So flat iron wash, gonna roll it all together. And you see how much hair I have on this head, right? So all the hair I lost on wash day. And when I show you the hair that I lose on wash day, it's not a comparison game or anything like that. I just want people to see, if you lose a handful of hair every time you wash your hair and your hair is to your shoulders, it's very likely that you don't have to. And so that's why I want to show you how much hair I lose, because most of the time my hair is between waist length and classic length, like touching the top of my thighs. It's just shorter right now because I had a setback in 2021. But if I can lose the size of a gumball, the size of the head of a Tootsie Pop, and I have all of this hair on my head, then it's very likely that you don't have to lose a whole lot of hair when you comb your hair on wash day or style days. And so I'm just showing you that comparison for that reason. And this is my hard press. I could go to Myrtle Beach or Charleston or any place that's really humid today and my hair would not revert, because I pressed it on 450 and I have a considerable amount of serum on my hair. So my press is going to hold anywhere between 3 and 6 weeks. It's comfortable for me to wear a press, but I'll go ahead and cycle through this press like I do my other styling videos. I actually have a few styling videos of the Air Straight that I need to load, but I think I'm going to load this one first because I've been eager to show. I know there have been some people who have been eager to see my hard press process. People just love, you know, straight hair, and I like it. It's just not the only thing that I like, so I will still wear my hair natural quite a bit and still wear my hair stretched quite a bit. Also, I will be filming the process of how I trim my hair. I have not had a significant trim since Christmas time, so I will be filming that. I'm just going to post that as a separate video. My hair, if I'm heavy-handed with product, sometimes there'll be some product like left on the rim here. Like there'll be a little bit of product like kind of baked in there. And while it's still warm, I'll just take like a paper towel or a piece of tissue and I'll just wipe it off. I'll just wipe it off. I can do this with a microfiber towel. And I usually wipe pretty clean. If it needs more than this, then I can use just like a little bit of Windex or a little bit of soapy water and it wipes fine. But it's pretty easy to prevent my flat iron from getting caked onto it with just a little bit of quick maintenance after each flat iron. And I do, like, I really love these H2 Pro irons. This press is the same quality press that I would get if I used my FHI runway. I love this flat iron. I'm actually going to buy 2 more, another one with the black plates, another one with the white plates in the H2 Pro because I think it's the best flat iron on the market right now. And that is my hard press process. If you like this video, my content, my overall vibe, I welcome you to like, comment, and subscribe. I did also film how I clean up my ends, and so that video will also be coming in the next week or so.